Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another RebelScum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the new Micro Galaxy Squadron RZ-1 Rebel Alliance A-Wing Starfighter. You're probably wondering, why the air quotes on all that? Well, that is specifically because this is not an RZ-1, nor is it a Rebel Alliance A-Wing Starfighter. This is actually the body of an RZ-2 A-Wing Starfighter from the Resistance era, from the New Republic Resistance sequel trilogy era. And we've talked to Jazwares about this a few times, and I know a few other people have talked to Jazwares, and I know a lot of fans have pointed this out. So that's pretty much all we need to say is, yes, we've talked about it. Jazwares knows. No, this is not actually the correct model for an RZ-1 Rebel Alliance A-Wing, but this is the current A-Wing we have representative for the Rebel Alliance in the Micro Galaxy Squadron line so far. So with that, let's go ahead and just check out how awesome this model is, despite maybe not being the correct version as it should be. So here it is in the packaging. You've got this awesome A-Wing there. We've got our little A-Wing pilot down here in his little personal card back bubble. On the back, you've got some hologram images of an A-Wing. Now, if you look at the hologram image and the blueprint images, those are also of an RZ-2 model, not an RZ-1 model. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here it is out of the packaging. And despite, once again, not being the correct chassis for the Rebel Alliance A-Wing, seeing the RZ-2 body style and that classic red and off-white Rebel Alliance color scheme, however, is very, very cool. Say what you will about the sequel trilogy, but the ships, equipment, and tech of the sequel trilogy era is very cool. I really like the detail on this. I like the angle of the little tail fins on the back. Got that classic style cockpit. Got the laser cannons on the side. They don't rotate, although canonically they're supposed to be able to rotate, believe it or not. Other cool little panel and carbon scoring details too. You've got one little piece of landing gear, which is right here in the center. That just helps it sit straight up because you also have the little fins on the back to hold it straight up. Here is our little Rebel Alliance A-Wing pilot, which is actually a Rebel Alliance A-Wing pilot body, so that looks really good. Looks like it's based off of Arvel, Green Leader, who took out Darth Vader's flagship, the Executor, with Admiral Piet on the bridge at the time, which then the Executor immediately crashed into the Death Star 2. So to open this, kind of got to get under the sides of the cockpit a little bit there. It's a little tough. There we go. And it just opens with that rear part of the canopy there. Get your pilot. Get him in that kind of sitting position. Ease him in. Maybe we got to sit him forward just a little bit more. Oh, he's a little... Maybe sit him back. There we go. Sit him back, not forward. There we go. And there's our little pilot inside the cockpit. One of the more simpler models in the Micro Galaxy Squadron line, but still a very cool one. Real quick for comparison, here it is next to a T-65 X-Wing, specifically Red 5. So you can see those side by side. And also, here it is next to the Rebel Alliance BTYLAB Y-Wing. And that's pretty much it for the Rebel Alliance A-Wing so far. I mean, other than the fact that The color's good and the size of it's really cool, and it does look really neat next to the other MGS Rebel Alliance vehicles. It would just be nice if it was the proper RZ-1 chassis and not the RZ-2 chassis, which the Resistance used, not the Rebel Alliance to restore the Republic. Hopefully Jazwares has a proper RZ-1 A-Wing in the works, because I very much would love to see the proper RZ-1 A-Wing. But, you know, there is still also always the Action Fleet one as well, and I'm sure it looks very nice side by side. I wish I had the Action Fleet on hand so I could show you guys comparatively side by side, although the Action Fleet A-Wing is a good amount bigger than this one right here, and I know the RZ-1 and RZ-2 are very close in size, despite this being a thinner version of the A-Wing. Stay tuned for more MGS reviews. I'm very, very much looking forward to reviewing that B-Wing and completing the classic original trilogy Alphabet Starfighters, although I'm also very much looking forward to the U-Wing. Stay tuned for more MGS reviews. Like and subscribe and follow us on social media. Check rebelscum.com daily for Star Wars fan content and reviews like this one, toy news, and more. Check out our sister website, cooltoyreview.com, for all kinds of awesome non-Star Wars toy reviews, videos, news, and more. And like and subscribe to the Cool Toy Review and Bay 12 YouTube channels for that awesome review video content. Come to Rebel ScumCon this summer, June 27th through the 30th. It is a Star Wars fan convention, almost 30 years in the making, because Rebel Scum has been around for almost 30 years now. But Rebel ScumCon 2024 will be the first official Rebel ScumCon in that nearly 30-year-long history, which is pretty incredible. We are really excited to put on this show for you. So go to Rebel Scum Conventions with an S.com. Once again, that's rebelscumconventions.com to book your Rebel ScumCon experience today. If you're looking for some awesome Star Wars toys, collectibles, and other merch, check out Order 66 Toys, the world's official all-collectible Star Wars toy store. They go live every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Time on the Order 66 Toys Facebook page, and they ship all around the world. Last but not least, check out our free archival website, collectorsoracle.com. It's a collectible site where you can mark things that are in your collection, mark things you'd like to have in your collection, share those lists with friends, family, and social media alike, and it's all absolutely free to use. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Fourth be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.